Hey guys, I'm Jesse Toller and I am here with the completed Monster mini bike. This is the 2024 KTM Duke 390 and she is done. One of our biggest goals for this kit was just a simple swap. I mean, taking your wheels off and putting these wheels on. So they're gonna come powder coated either black or KTM orange, and the wheel bearings are already gonna be in, ready to go. So it's almost just like swapping wheels. And we tried to use as many factory components as we possibly could. The only thing we couldn't get away with was the big rotor. So you're gonna get a small rotor, you're gonna get a longer brake line, and some tone rings to change the size of the wheel, and the front caliper brake bracket, because we had to relocate the bracket a little bit to fit on these small wheels. But we made it as simple as we could for you guys, and it's basically a simple wheel swap. So when we started and we're like, hey, we really want to convert one of these bikes to a mini bike, the last thing we wanted to do with this KTM suspension was lose it. So we wanted to keep as much performance as we possibly can. I don't know if you guys know, but WP makes some of the best suspension on the planet. So we kept all the factory suspension, front and rear, and she's gonna rip just like a factory bike. So I think my favorite thing about the Monster mini bikes, and we get this a lot from the people that's already seen it, they go, wow, it's crazy how much sense this makes, because it's a big bike, but it's not a big bike. It's kind of a mid-sized bike, and when you convert it to the smaller wheels, everything just fits better. It still handles like a mid-sized bike, but it feels like you're riding a mini bike, and you have all the capabilities of a full-size bike. I mean, you got over 3 gallons of gas. You've got a 6-speed transmission. You can go over 100 miles an hour. I mean, not that you should, but you can. And you don't have to mess with the factory dash. All ABS works, all traction control works. There's no lights on the dash. You still have all your ride modes, which I don't know if you know, but the 2024 Duke 390 has a ton of ride modes. I mean, we're talking rain, we're talking street, track, you name it. So, I mean, we didn't lose any features when converting this bike to a mini bike. And another thing to think about when swapping these things is, like I said, our biggest goal was to keep the ride features. So, I mean, the factories nowadays put in a ton of work into technology, and this bike is one of the most advanced bikes on the market. I mean, this thing has ABS, has traction control, has tons of ride modes, and we wanted everything to function properly, straight like it does from the dealership. So, I mean, you go buy other bikes and other conversion kits, and you're gonna lose some of those features. Absolutely no way around it, right? This kit, you get it all. You get all those ride modes, and I mean, if you got a beginner, you know, if your wife is starting to ride and she wants a KTM Duke 390, then I feel safe with my wife riding this bike because I can turn on all the ride modes and I know she's safer than she would be on some other convert. So we've put a ton in R&D in this. It took a little longer than we thought, but we wanted to build a really safe, durable product. And I think we did it because I've put 1,000 street miles on this bike. I've had it to 2 stunt events. I've been to the stunt lot a bunch of times. I'm a stunt rider. I'm gonna beat on a bike if I own it. And I have done just that. I mean, I've been harder on this bike than you guys will ever be. So everything is holding up perfectly, and we have built a very, very strong product. If you guys are ready to get the most excitement out of your mini bike, head over to Monster Mini Bikes now to get your kit on order today.